Welcome to another episode of the Lone Recruiter Podcast. I'm your host, Brett Clementson, and if you're a recruiter out on your own or just lacking general guidance or mentorship, then you've come to the right place. Our daily episodes are designed to give you the motivation, advice, and strategies you need to succeed as a lone recruiter. So join us, grab a cup of coffee, and let's take your desk to another level. I want to just start this episode by saying, stop making decisions from your bed or the couch. My 7-year-old boy loves walks. He loves being outside. He loves wrestling, loves being rough. But I started noticing that when he was on the couch or just getting up from bed in the morning, his answers were the complete opposite of that. You know, hey, Harley, let's go for a walk with the dogs. Nah. Okay. Hey, do you want to go to the beach? You love the beach. Nah. Hey, we're going to go to the footy oval. Let's kick a ball around. What, do you want to come? No. And so, look, being dad, I would always insist, and he would come kicking and screaming. It was an absolute uphill battle. But the moment he's out the door, he's pumped to be alive and doing these things. So I then turn that back on myself. And we've all had this. How many of us have set the alarm with all the intention the night before to get up at 6 a.m. and go to the gym? We've all done it. And how many of us have actually turned over as soon as that alarm goes off and clicked snooze or off because I'm not getting out of bed at 6 a.m. So it crosses my mind all the time, and it takes a lot of effort to kind of push through that. So I also noticed, sitting on the couch. If you're sitting on the couch, the idea of doing anything physical is a lot harder compared to when you're upright and activated. Think of it now. Are you sitting on your couch right now? What is the idea of going downstairs or running out the back and doing 10 star jumps sound like? It sounds horrible, right? You're sitting down. I'm relaxed. I don't want to do it. It's become very evident to me that when you're in a lazy state, you make lazy decisions. So we actually have a rule in my house now, which is no decisions are to be made from bed or couch. Okay? And so what the hell does this have to do with recruiting or us adults? And I would argue everything. We're just big kids. And we're recruiters. We live and thrive off energy. We're pushing ourselves to keep going, even when the good isn't happening, or the going isn't good. Think back to a time, current or in the past, when you aren't hitting your numbers, not closing your deals, not getting any meaningful activities in the door. Where are you physically? The couch, bed, kitchen table? A bad run, I believe, creates a bad cycle of laziness. We look for quick hits of dopamine. We go for alcohol. We go for fun. We go for distractions. And I believe it spirals us into taking time to think about the issues. And a lot of the time it ends up in a slump, not just mentally but physically. A slump on the couch, a slump on the bed, wherever it's comfy. And you get that feeling of like, I need to call that client. I need to send those emails. I need to send that brief to a candidate. And it all actually kind of seems insurmountable from the couch, We might get it done eventually, but I can bet you it's half the pace and with half the gusto, which probably results in half-baked results. So sometimes it can be more innocent than a downward spiral. Have you ever had a lazy start to a day? Like I know I have. And maybe it's to catch up on sleep. Maybe you just want to have a rest. And have you ever noticed your energy on that day? You might feel rested, but are you energized to take on that day? Are you charging calls and pumping deals on those days? I highly doubt it. And I know when I start lazy, it normally ends lazy. And look, obviously, caveat, if you need to take rest and it's a day of mental recovery or you've planned to take that down, fine, absolutely fine. Take it and I absolutely recommend it. But if it's not the goal for the day, it's just a bit of a cheeky sleep and a bit of a slow start, I can almost bet that the rest of the day is a slow start too and probably ends slow. So you need to find your kickstart ritual to get you energized once you're up. So is it the gym? You'll hear me regularly talking about ice baths because wow, they will wake you up. Is it sunshine? Is it a walk? Is it breathing? Is it meditation? Is it a mantra? Whatever your kickstart is, make sure you have one. And a lot of people don't have one. I'll talk a lot about energy on this podcast because it's so easy to hack your brain, hack your body, and activate yourselves. But it's just important to start with, do you have a ritual? What gets you up and going and motivated? So setting, and look, I'm a big believer in setting the intention of your energy every single morning. It needs to be a ritual. And for me and my house, the rule we now all abide by, which is honestly working, is we are not allowed to make any decisions about the day from bed or the couch. And even if you just try that one for yourselves, I almost guarantee you it's going to work for you. So next time the alarm goes off at 6 a.m. for the gym and your brain goes, oh, I'm going to turn that off, don't do it. Just get up, start going, brush your teeth, have your shower, have your coffee. And I can tell you in that 15 minutes, you're ready to rock and roll, go to the gym. You're going to go to the gym and you're going to come back and you're going to feel great. And that's applicable to any time you negotiate on what you set out to do. You're actually negotiating with yourselves and you shouldn't do that. So that's my little motivational for the morning. Get up and go. Don't make decisions from the couch. Let's plan your week, or let's plan your desk for the week. As always, I've got 6 or 7 dot points to run through. You can, press pause at any point, grab a pen and paper, and let's just jot some things down. So 1, excuse me. What are the 3 outcomes? The 3 key outcomes you want to achieve this week. Just 3 things. Like, you have to get them done. Is it deals? Is it I want to make this placement? Is it I need to negotiate with this client? Is it I need to get X amount of CVs out? Is it I need to go and get more roles from clients I need to do? Is it I need to go to the city and meet 10 clients? Whatever your 3 key outcomes for this week that pushes your needle forward, jot them down. Just 3 things. You might have 10 things. Put them in order. The first 3 are the ones you have to tick off, okay? 2, what is closest to the money right now? So, have you got any invoices that need to be sent out or followed up on? That a client that's maybe paying late or haven't paid? You need to get that money in. Are there any offers out over the weekend? Did you send any offers out to candidates? Are you waiting for a response on an offer? Are there any offers you need to get from clients for this week so that you can make a deal this week? Next one, 3, have you got any interviews that you need to book? Any first interviews, second interviews, final interviews? Are there any interviews that you need to lock down for this week? And I'll give you a red hot tip. If they're saying, oh, we can book it in for next Friday, no, why can't we do it this Wednesday? Oh, we got to do it this Wednesday. Always make it the smallest amount of time you can, because time, as we all know, kills deals. 4, are there any candidates or clients that we need to prep before interviews? Again, any candidates or clients that we need to prep? Any deals that are in first or second interview that are happening this week? Hey, that client needs to know that this candidate really wants to hit X, Y, Z in the next career, or they're looking for this sort of culture, or they're looking for these sorts of projects, or they want this sort of money. Whatever it is, prep your client. Have an email ready so they've got dot points in front of them. Give them a call, prep them up so that they can sell, put themselves in the best position to secure that candidate for you, and vice versa. Candidate, my client, you're out this company that you're meeting, they're looking for this sort of personality, they're looking for these sort of experiences on projects, they're looking for this sort of budget on the salary, whatever they might be, prep your candidates. So by the time they get to that interview, you already know that that's going to go well, okay? Good prep on both sides, candidate and client, you already know if that deal's happening or not. Number 5, are there any deals that need help? Can you get any advice from a peer, a mentor, a colleague, a manager, a friend on your deals? Have you got anything there that's stuck and you can't get it to move? It's just kind of had their first meeting and they're umming and ahhing both sides. Like, what can we do to get this thing going? What are the issues there? But sometimes you don't know because you're too close to it. Go and talk to a friend. Go and talk to someone about the deal. And it take 5 minutes, but let's just see if there's any deals that need help, because that's there. It's on your board, right? We want to either push it, progress it, or get it off. It's a waste of energy. 6, what are we generating this week? I don't care how much you've got on the go. You might have 20 things on the go. We need to always be generating. Do you need more roles? Have you got jobs in? Great. If you've got jobs, well, what projects, what headhunting campaigns, what sort resourcing are you going to apply for those roles? Or have you got no jobs? And you actually, you're just relying on what's on your board already? Go and find those jobs. You need to seed for next week, okay? So go and make a couple of calls to your key clients. I'm not sure how you chase down roles. You might be jumping on the job boards. You might be, chasing new roles that you see pop up. Whatever your process is for generating jobs in or getting jobs in the door, go and get one or two of those so that you can, hey, I'll catch up with you next Monday. You might have too much this week, but that's fine. Get it and say, let's catch up on Monday, and we'll go through the brief, and that'll be next week's work for you. But you need to be thinking about next week. This week's about closing and generating for next week and the week after. And then look, finally, I love this one, but what's your reward? Like, you're gonna, jot down, get through a lot of things this week. We want to succeed. We want you to tick everything off. It's always good to give yourself a little reward. Are you finishing early on Friday? Are you giving yourself a little gift? Are you going to go away for a weekend? Are you going to get a massage? Are you going to take Monday off? Are you going to buy your mum a little present? Are you going to buy your partner something nice? Whatever your treat yourself moment is, what is it? Put it at the bottom, and when you get through all those things you want to achieve this week and you get them done, treat yourself. You're worth it. So, that's all we have time for you today. You can join our mailing list for all our episode material delivered right to your inbox. hello@thelonerecruiter.com. And if you got any value out of today's episode, please subscribe, share, and recommend this podcast. It really does help us grow and get us out to a wider audience. Have an amazing day, and may all your deals come true.